Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a room tour of the hotel in Tenerife and give you a wee walk around of the hotel, let you see what it's like, just if you're going there in the future you might want to know these things. I know I did before we went. I'm also going to do a little review at the end just to see what was good and what was kind of could be better. I forgot to film an intro over there, so hence you've got me sat in the kitchen just now. Yeah, so let's show you around. You got the bathroom. You've got a BD in the toilet. Excuse all the mess, you've got a double sink. And you've got a bath. And a shower. And they give you the bath gel and shampoo, and you get towels every day. And then it comes through here. You've got the bedroom. We have a big super king bed, which is great. Because we've got Sophie, we get a cot. And then Charlotte gets her own single bed. It's not a sofa bed turned into a bed, it's an actual bed, which is quite good. And then round this side you've got a wee seating area. Sorry for the mess again. And then you've got over here, you've got a big desk. You've got a nice mirror there. You've got the telly as well. And then in here, you get a fridge. You only get bottles of water every day, which is a bit disappointing that you don't get any like cans of juice or anything like that, but as it is, you get a bottle of water, fresh bottle of water every day. We've been to the shops to buy some chocolate and cans of juice. And then in here we've got two big wardrobes. We just keep everything in packing cubes and bring it out as we need it. It's a lot easier. This is mine and the girls. And you get a full length mirror here as well, which is good for getting ready at night. And then you have another double cupboard over here for hanging stuff. Just got all Scott stuff in it, this cupboard. Two shelves at the bottom. The plug's in the room. And you get a plug like that at each side of the bed. There's another plug over here, so I think there's 3 plugs in total. And then the balcony, it's massive. This is the size of the balcony, so it's a huge balcony. And we've got a really good view as well, very lucky. Got a table and a couple of chairs. Just look at that view, how good is that?
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile. What is it that you
So we're just at building 6, and then just outside building 6 is where you get your towels, just there in the wee the white building. And then over here, over sort of this area, you have the grill. And then over here, just straight up there, you've got the pool bar. You get all your drinks and everything like that. And then obviously you've got Scott in the park for the kids. You've got one pool here. And then if you go down this way, down the steps, there is the other pool. I'm going to see if I can. There's another big pool down here as well. That's called the Infinity Pool just because it looks like to the sea. And then just over down here you've got the pool bar where you get food. There's a wee market there today.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.
Review of different points of the hotel, like food, entertainment, that sort of thing, give you our kind of view on it, let you know what we thought. Thought it would be quite useful because when we were looking at videos before we went, it would be quite handy to have somebody's overall opinion. So firstly we're going to look at the food. The buffet restaurant was really good. I would say about it is the mornings, it was kind of a bit
underwhelming.
Yeah,
Slightly underwhelmed.
Yeah, because it was the sausages and bacon for me, just they weren't great quality, they just weren't good. And I mean, Charlotte, she normally likes her breakfast on holiday and she was even struggling to find something to eat. They had an omelette bar which was really good, so I kind of stuck to that. What did you do?
Yeah, I was doing it omelettes most of the time. Yeah, I would agree, sausage and bacon quality wasn't particularly great. There were plenty of other choice though, other things were fine in terms of, yeah, the eggs and omelette bar was fine. There was a pancake station which was okay. And then the usual kind of continental style cold meats and cheese and yogurts and cereal and all the usual things you would expect to find. So it was fine without being exceptional, but yeah, the bacon and sausage let it down. I would throw in a wee top tip here and say that if you go for an omelette, the cheese at the omelette bar was not particularly great, and I was taking the cheese from the salad bar where they had a bigger selection and nicer stuff, and then I was taking it over to the omelette chef and using that cheese instead. Top tip.
That did kind of work quite well, to be fair. The lunches and the evening in the buffet were really quite good, wasn't there? There was always something that you would find. We kind of struggled with Charlotte a wee bit, but I think that's just the age that she's at.
Yep.
Sophie always found something, but she's a lot easier at trying food.
Yep, food overall was pretty good. You were always able to find some sort of main course because they were always doing fresh grilled chicken and either pork chops or some form of beef that they were having. So you were always able to find decent standard of meat. I think we found other times you go on all-inclusive holidays and what they do is it's just pure quality meat thrown in a stew or some sort of, stew and vegetable sort of dish. So at least here you were able to get like chicken breast or pork chops or something like that, and then get your sides to go with it. Pizzas were good. On a slight curveball note, they had a pizza oven that was, so you were always able, in worst case scenario, if you were on an evening where you didn't really fancy one of the main courses, you were always able to get like pizza or pasta or stuff that was always fairly decent. Salad bar was also pretty good. The selection of the salads was always pretty fresh and decent, so it was plenty of choice. We were there for 2 weeks and I don't remember ever being really struggling, even though we were kind of there for 14 nights. And then obviously you had the a la carte restaurants, which we visited 4, maybe 5.
Yeah. Well, you had 3 a la cartes per week. I think there's maybe 4 restaurants, I think.
Yeah, because we went to, I remember we went to the Italian twice, so but that broke it up, didn't it? Cause
I think the Italian, the first time we went, we had a bad experience, but that was the one that we booked at 9:30. That just wasn't.
It was too late at night.
It was too late, but the second time it was much better. The food was really good.
And you had the same meal twice as well, so you were able to judge it. I had something different, but the a la cartes were pretty good, and obviously breaks up the.
I would say for us though, our favourite a la carte was probably the Asian one. I think we kind of thought that was one of the better ones.
Yeah, it was pretty good, to be fair. I'm struggling to remember what we actually had, but I remember it being quite nice. And then you also, over and above the a la cartes, had the Indian restaurant, which was in the entertainment square that you had to pay for, but it was very reasonably priced.
It was reasonable.
It was pretty good quality.
3 courses for 15 euros or something like that, and the food was really good. We ate there a couple of times.
Twice we ate there. Yeah. So between your trips to the a la cartes and the on-site Indian restaurant, it meant that you weren't every night in the buffet restaurant, obviously. So it kind of felt as if you weren't having the repetitiveness of buffet restaurants when we've been other places and you haven't had a la cartes and you're there every night for 7 nights. It does get a bit samey.
Yeah.
So overall, food was good. A couple of niggles with certain elements where the quality wasn't great. Snack bar was quite poor, actually. If I throw that one.
Oh yeah. The snack bar.
The pool bar. Sorry, the pool snack bar during the day. It was.
I think you just got your kind of regular kind of like chicken nuggets?
Yeah, but they had chicken nuggets.
Hamburgers.
They had chicken nuggets, but they stopped at 3:30 for some strange reason, which was a bit odd. They had certain times of day we could get chicken nuggets, which was a bit.
I think the best thing at the pool bar was the toasties. I think kind of what we found anyway.
Right, you were pretty limited to toasties and chips. That was about
We had to use the pool bar on the last day as well when we were leaving, because the time of our flight, it was an evening flight, so we're kind of not quite. We wouldn't be there for when the buffet opened in the evening, but so we had to go to the pool bar to get something to eat. So it was okay. I think for food overall though, I suppose the pool bar is probably such a small part of it, isn't it? You don't have to have snacks during the day, but we didn't tend to use it. I think food overall, I would give it an 8.
I think I'd be
maybe 7.5.
I'd be 7.5.
7.5 maybe actually.
Overall.
But I thought for an all-inclusive, for a 4-star all-inclusive, it was very, very good.
Yeah, I've certainly been at.
I've been at far worse.
We've had worse experience. That sounds bad because it was pretty decent, but yeah, solid 7.5 out of 10. Most of the time pretty good, with a couple of, I'll give it a few scores less because there was a few niggly issues, like, as you say, the bacon and sausage not particularly great, the snack bar wasn't particularly great, and we had that one bad experience in the Italian. It was pretty. It was a pretty solid 7.5. It was pretty good for most of the time.
Yeah, cool.
Done.
So the next area we're going to look at is the pools. The hotel had 2 pools. They were both quite a good size. What were the name of the pools? Were the lagoon? I think they had one lagoon pool and one infinity pool.
Was it a lake pool?
Or was it a lake pool?
Something like that.
But they were massive. They were both really good size. They also had a baby pool up the top, which was a lot smaller, but it was a great wee area just for the wee kids. They also had inflatables in the pool, didn't they? They had a slide and they had the water carpet that came out. I think that was only certain times. But I would highly rate the pools. They were quite good, and they weren't too cold either, which is it was cold when you first went in, but once you were in after a couple of seconds, they were absolutely fine.
Pools were good, nice big size. They had steps to get in, which was good for younger children, particularly having a toddler with us. So that was good. Temperatures were good, size was good. On slight negatives, didn't have any slides or anything like that for kids to play on, but that could be a positive or a negative depending on your preference, I guess.
Yeah, the steps that they were, when they went in, they were quite wide as well, so it meant that like it was almost like a wee pool for them. It was like not like small steps, so it was quite good, especially for like Sophie. That was really good.
It was like being in a shallow pool if you stayed on the steps.
Yeah. So,
yeah, pool's good. Sunbeds, not so much.
I suppose one of the issues that we found with the pool was the sunbeds and trying to get one in the morning.
Now they opened at 7:45 is when they opened, but it was like a stampede trying to get a sunbed. So you were having to get up at 7:30 when you're on holiday is not really ideal. And then
did you not say they had a rope that they had, and then they would take the rope off?
It was roped off, and then it was like the zombie apocalypse running for the sunbeds with the towels at 7:45 in the morning, which wasn't my favourite moment.
No, but to be fair, yeah, hands down, you did it. You did it every morning.
We did it. Wasn't the most relaxing start to the day though.
No, it wasn't. And the sunbeds as well themselves, they had sort of newer sunbeds and older sunbeds, and the older ones, they were kind of it felt like they were falling apart a wee bit, weren't they?
They were past their best.
They weren't great, but if you got a newer one, they were much better.
Yep. Yeah. Overall, pool's pretty good. Sunbeds, not so much. So, yep.
8.5 maybe?
I'm going 8.
Next we'll look at entertainment. I thought the entertainment was quite good. They had the mini disco every night for the kids. Can you remember what the time? Was it 8 o'clock?
I think it was 8.
Was it 8 or 8:15? Something like that. But that went on for maybe half an hour.
Yeah, it's about that. Half an hour,
45 minutes. I seemed to really enjoy it. Did all the usual holiday songs. Entertainment staff were really good with the kids. And then after that, they did it was like a quiz every night. It was quite cool. They had like a part of the building where they put the QR code up on, it must have been projected or something like that. You would scan the QR code with your mobile. You could put your own name, a username, whatever you want to call it. You won one night, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Yeah, Scott won one. He won one of the quizzes one night. He was a wee bit annoyed because somebody tried to say they won and he came second, so I don't know if you've seen the earlier video, they were up on stage with him, but he wasn't happy. The next, after they did the quiz, they then had like entertainment every night, so it was like a different act every night. They had like the circus, they had Queen one night as well. Queen was really good. They had they had a singer that came in as well one night, that was really good. They had acrobats and dancing, there was lots of different things. And one of the things that they did for the kids as well was they had like popcorn and candy floss over at the kids, where the kids club is. That's like at the village square bit. That's where all the entertainment is at night. So that went down really well with the kids. They enjoyed that, but I think that's once a week that happens.
I think so. It wasn't every night they had the snack trolley thing out.
No.
Seemed to be.
But Charlotte was always like, once she had it the first week, she was like, when is it happening again? So she was really looking forward to it. But the entertainment in the whole was pretty good.
Mixed bag. When it was good, it was good. The Queen act was really good. There was another singer that did a lot of sort of rock cover stuff. She wasn't bad once she got going. There was a few.
The circus was quite good.
It was alright.
Charlotte got quite into that and she wanted a circus kit, a magic set when she got home, as you do. But yeah, I would say entertainment, I would say 8 out of 10.
Yeah, if you're comparing it to just entertainment and other hotels in general, then yeah.
4-star hotel.
But what I say is most of the time when you go on holiday, the entertainment isn't brilliant.
No, it's not. I would say this was better than other hotels that we've stayed in.
Aye, some of the acts were good.
Yeah.
Some of that's were good.
What?
However, I had one main gripe
Yeah.
about the entertainment area.
Yeah.
The entertainment went on till 10:30.
Yeah.
But the bar shut at 10.
That was a good point, yeah. So you had
Which
half
was
an hour where
just
you
nonsensical.
Yeah.
You had a half an hour period, but they were still serving beer and wine.
Well, I was
but you
going to say
couldn't
they
get
had
spirits anymore.
They've got a snack bar at the village where that's open 24 hours. So it shuts at 10 for all your, like, any kind of drink.
Well, spirits, basically.
Spirits, basically. Aye. And then you can get wine, beer, soft drinks, and then you can get food as well from 10
It's from
onwards.
10 o'clock, but they just changed the rules at 10 o'clock, but the entertainment went on until...
So it probably would have made sense to
10:30,
shut that down at 10:30 and then...
all it did is it caused a crush at 10 o'clock or so as everybody that wanted anything other than beer and wine. It just created a big queue. So it was just a silly situation that they had.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say 8 out of 10 for entertainment.
How many?
I would say 8 out of 10.
Well,
If you're comparing it to other
No.
4-star holidays that we've been on, it was quite a good quality of entertainment compared to what we've previously seen.
I'll go in agreement, we'll go 8.
Okay. 8 out of 10 for entertainment then. So next we'll look at the rooms. I thought the rooms were a really good size. I felt like it could have been, it's needing a bit of an upgrade, I think. I think they've not done anything for quite a while, and I think they're starting to do upgrades in the Tenerife side of the complex. But it's starting to look like it did need it. It was clean, but it just, some of the
decor wise, it was probably 20-25 years old, and it hadn't really had a great deal done to it. But it was fine. It was clean. It was tidy. Didn't have any problems that way. A little bit dated.
Yeah.
Bathroom, the kind of the same, but all functional. Did what it had to do. Bed was comfy.
I was going to say some of the positives. I would
bed.
say we got a big Super King bed, which was great, especially as a family floor, because the kids inevitably end up in there at some point. Charlotte got a full proper bed as well, rather than like a couch bed, which was quite good. So it was a single bed, but it was like rather than a pull-out one. So that was quite good to me. It was a lot comfier for her.
They were a good size because we had a Super King size bed for us, a single bed for Charlotte.
And then there was a cot for
A cot
Sophie.
bed for Sophie, and we didn't feel as if we were struggling for room. And then on top of that, the balcony area was massive.
Yeah, it was a massive balcony.
So for all
And we
your-
had a really good view as well. We were really lucky. Because I think you're either on the side that we were on where you get the view of the side view of the
Side view,
sea, or on the other side it's like you're getting a view of the pool.
Yeah, all good. It was good for putting their inflatables and stuff because you could put them outside and have
It meant the room was a bit cleaner.
you had tons of space. But likewise, it was just a little bit old-fashioned, a bit dated, but all very clean and functional for all the time you actually spent in there. It was fine.
Yeah.
Didn't find many English TV channels, English-speaking TV channels,
Nah.
other than BBC News. So that was a little bit not great in terms of trying to find something for the kids to watch at times. We had a lot of Bluey in Spanish.
Yeah, because didn't mind, they just watched it anyway.
See,
The hairdryer was quite good in the bathroom. You got shampoo and you got body wash, it was alright. Got towels daily. The shower's a bit hit and miss because I think when everybody was using it, it would get cooler and cold. It was kind of,
temperamental.
yeah, temperamental. So that wasn't great. But yeah, overall, I don't know, I think I'd go lower with the bedrooms because they were kind of needing an update. I'd maybe go 6.
I'll say 6.5 because they were dated, but
They were a really good size though, and like
size was
they
good.
were laid out very well.
Always clean. Bed was a good positive because it was comfy and large. So 6.5.
Right, I'll agree with your 6.5 then.
And yeah, just a wee facelift, and it would be much better.
amazing.
But overall, yep, quite happy. It was fine.
So next we're going to talk about the location of the hotel. When we booked it, it was coming up under Costa Adeje, but we always knew that it was like outside Costa Adeje. So I'd maybe say that you were a good 15-minute car journey. So that wasn't ideal. I mean, the way our holiday kind of worked out, we hired a car so we were able to get out and about, so that wasn't too bad. But I think if you were just kind of stuck in, especially if you're doing a 2-week holiday and you were stuck in the hotel, the location's not the best.
If you want to get out and about, and I like to be able to get out the hotel for a walk around and a change of scenery, it was a bit limited because Playa Paradiso was about, I don't know, 15-20 minute walk. And there wasn't really much there other than a couple of restaurants, a couple of bars and other bits and pieces, but it wasn't overly exciting.
Yeah.
There wasn't a beach either.
I think they had like a wee shopping mall bit, but I think we could only maybe see about, I don't know, 6 or 8 shops. I don't know. It wasn't a massive.
There wasn't much there.
It wasn't much, no.
Wasn't worth going back after we went the first time.
It wasn't really that much that we could see. I don't know if you'd maybe walked a bit further than what we
I don't think there
what
was.
we had, but I don't think
there was. Once you'd seen it once, that was pretty much as you needed to do.
For the location of the hotel, I think it was fine for a week. I think 2 weeks, if you were just there in the hotel, it's a bit of a struggle because there wasn't much to do about. And I know you've got the other hotel, because you've got the Costa Adeje hotel and then you've got the Tenerife hotel, but it's very similar. They're very similar, aren't they? That other one just had one pool, I think, and it had a few of the a la cartes in it. But I think you can use your wristband in that hotel, so you can get drinks and things like that. You can't use their buffet restaurant. But yeah, the location just wasn't the best. Unless you're, one thing that they did do, which we didn't use, and it was probably because we've got kids, is they did a bus service, didn't they? That was twice a day.
There was a twice daily bus service. I can't quite remember the times. I'm sure one was late morning and one was late afternoon for going out to play Americas. I think they were leaving you down there for 3 or 4 hours and then coming back for about €3 per person, which was quite reasonable, which would be about, I presume it must have been about 25 minutes or so on the bus down there. Not that we used it, but it was handy to have if you wanted to use it. But other than that, it wasn't walkable. I think I looked on Google Maps when we were there and it said it was about a 2-hour walk to Costa Adeje, but having driven it, I'm not sure how you would have walked it. It didn't appear to be anywhere obvious to be able to do that walk, but it was a 2-hour walk, so it's not something that most people are going to attempt. So yeah, location wise, fine, I would say for a week, but if you go for 2 weeks, I think you might struggle if you like to get out of it. Unless you're happy just literally lying at the side of a pool for a fortnight, I think most people would probably find it a bit much.
There was a beach as well, but I don't think it wasn't easily accessible unless you were, especially us with like the buggy. I think it was just a road on the way down to the beach, so that just
didn't work for us.
But if it was 2 people on their own, no kids, I suppose. Yeah.
More of a chance.
Yeah. So for the location, I would give it an overall score of 6.
I think I would go slightly lower, 5.5, purely because it would have been nice to be able to go outside the hotel, walk around, have a strip, some more bars or restaurants or just something extra to do round about, whereas it was quite isolated and not particularly accessible to anywhere that was really worth going to visit. So yeah, and we didn't try the bus service, so maybe that would have knocked it up to a 6. If the bus service had been decent, then we used it, but we didn't because we had the car. So, but yeah, if we hadn't had the car and didn't get out and about, I think it would be a bit more of a challenge. So yeah, 5.5.
Okay. So lastly, the hotel overall, I thought it was a really good hotel. I really enjoyed it. I think it's more, for me anyway, it's more the type of hotel that you would go for a week. 2 weeks was maybe just a wee bit too much, but the way that we kind of did it kind of broke it up a wee bit, so it didn't feel too bad. But I think if we were just there ourselves for 2 weeks, I think it would be too much. Yeah, I really liked it.
Too much in terms of not enough to do for a fortnight, other than just going to the pool every day, which gets a bit repetitive.
I think mainly that's just down to the location, isn't it?
Yeah, because you don't have anything on the doorstep that's particularly accessible. So great hotel for if you're going for a week. If we're going again, go for a week quite happily to get a week in the sun, sit at the side of the pool, etc. But I'm not sure I'd rush back for 2 weeks because I think it would be, it would be a bit drawn out, especially if you were just yourself with the kids. I think it got a bit repetitive.
The only other thing that I would maybe note about the hotel is it is on a hill. It's quite hilly, so it meant it was quite difficult for us because we had the buggy. There was a lot of steps and stairs, like going sort of down towards the pools. We found a route from our room where we were able to go through the buildings and use the lifts to get down to the pool. So that kind of, for us, it was a workaround.
It was a workaround, but you're having to take a route that involved taking 2 lifts to go onto the various levels to then be able to either go up or down to whichever section of the hotel you were going. So depending on where you were going, it could sometimes take, maybe 10 minutes or so between your room, say, and the main reception area, which if you're doing that a couple of times a day, wasn't brilliant, but it wasn't the end of the world either.
The lifts weren't that great in terms of how quick they were coming as well, which was another thing that was a bit annoying.
It was the hotel being busy, but the more direct route, which was right through the grounds of the hotel, which I think you show in your video, is probably doable for most people, but there are a lot of stairs to navigate. So if you had a buggy like in our case, or if you were with somebody who wasn't as mobile, then that would be probably quite a drawback for the hotel in general, because it's not not particularly easy to navigate in a situation if you've got young children or someone that wasn't able to get up and down stairs easily.
I think as well, I think there was 3 sets of stairs there was down to something like that. Yeah, there was 3 different levels on the way down. So that was quite frustrating at times, because it was more direct to probably go down the stairs, but you had to kind of go through the building.
Yeah. It was good exercise.
Good exercise. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world.
No.
But just a slight negative.
Not a showstopper, but something to consider.
Plus as well, you didn't get to see all the nice gardens every day while you were walking down.
The route through the hotel, passing the pools and the gardens, is a more scenic route than having to travel the back corridors and in lifts, but it wasn't the end of the world. A
little niggle, but nothing major. But yeah. I think overall the hotel as a round, it was quite good. The food was really good. The a la cartes were really good. The drinks were okay. There was nothing wrong with the drinks. The rooms, although they needed updated, they were really clean. They were big. They were spacious. If they've renovated and done them up, I think that would make such a difference to the hotel, which I think they're trying to do. I would maybe give the hotel 8.5 overall, because I really enjoyed it. I really liked it.
Yeah, I think the thing you've not mentioned there is cost, the cost point. It was considerably more affordable than other 4-star hotels, all-inclusives in Costa, Adeje and the surrounding area.
I hope you found this video helpful. We've tried to kind of give you as much information as possible. Hopefully it'll help if you're going on holiday there, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!